Hey everybody, Mama Hen back at you again with a brand new video. Today I'm going to be preparing another white sauce pizza. This time with rotisserie, shredded rotisserie chicken. So let's get started. Over here I have my already prepared dough that I let proof for an hour. And so I'm going to dust this off with a little bit of flour and flipping it over. I'll leave a description of all the ingredients to the preparing of the dough in the description box of this video. Now, in a previous video, I told you that I like to sometimes make a pizza in my cast iron skillet. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Preparing this pizza in one of my many cast iron cooking apparel. I swapped out most of my aluminum and Teflon cooking apparel for cast iron because it's so much better for you and it cooks up your finished products so much better. So anyway, going to make sure this is as uniform as possible. This is a medium crust. Not thick, not super thick, but not super thin. And this is my cast iron. This is a shallow cast iron skillet that's been oiled with some extra virgin olive oil. So I'm going to keep rolling this out. And two of the most important ingredients in a good pizza dough is equal parts of olive oil and honey. I learned that from some Italians baking in their restaurants a number of years ago, where I learned how to make pizzas and breads of different types and things of this nature. But they used equal parts of olive oil and honey, and it just makes a superior crust. So I would guesstimate that my cast iron skillet is about 10 inches. So I'm going to have to bring this dough in some to fit the skillet. But it's a really super simple dough to make. Okay. Several weeks ago, I made a white sauce pizza with beef salami and meatloaf, a white sauce pizza. So this is the second white sauce pizza that I'm preparing for you guys today. Now I encourage you to try these recipes out and leave me a comment. Let me know if you tried them out and how the recipes work for you. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer this dough to my cast iron skillet. Okay. And you always want to oil your pan so that it doesn't stick when you're trying to release it from the pan. As I often say, presentation means everything. Not only do you want your products to taste good, but you want them to look good as well. So just remember, with cast iron, you've got to oil your pan so that your finished product does not stick. Now, when I'm making pizzas, it's not that often, but when I make pizzas, I either use my pizza stone or my cast iron. Okay. Once you get that pretty uniform, then it's ready for its white sauce. In my white sauce, I have a combination of half and half, little bit of cornstarch, where you make a roux with a little bit of cornstarch, and some olive oil, make a light roux, salt, a little bit of white pepper, and make your roux, and then add your half and half or heavy whipping cream or milk, doesn't matter, whatever suits your fancy. And I added some garlic paste and some herbs, Italian herbs. And that's just about it. But I'll leave a description of the recipe for the dough as well as the white sauce in the description box of this particular video. Okay, now we're ready for the white sauce. Just smooth that over. Hope you guys can see this okay. Be generous with the sauce. Okay. And I just bought some shredded up rotisserie chicken at the grocery store, or you can make your own and just shred it up. Okay, now I'm going to add some of this shredded chicken to the, well, first things first, how about that? shredded mozzarella. Let me grab that. And as I told you on my last pizza video, that it's best to use whole milk mozzarella. The stuff that you buy in the bags has a cellulose byproduct in it, and the purpose for using that is so that the cheese does not clump up. But it just lacks the melting consistency of a cheese, which you can grate yourself to have a more uniform melt, even a better taste. So skip the shredded stuff if at all possible, and get you some whole milk mozzarella cheese and grate it yourself. You'll be glad you did. So much better. So much better. Now, whole milk mozzarella is somewhat difficult to find. I bought mine from Whole Foods, which, you know, you pay the Whole Foods price, but nevertheless, they sell it. Or you can buy it at Walmart. Walmart sells whole milk mozzarella. And just grate the stuff yourself. The consistency of the melt is so much better, and it tastes so much better. So we're using up all of the mozzarella cheese because I like a lot of cheese. I like a lot of oozy and goozy cheese, okay? Then I'm going to add some of the rotisserie chicken, okay? Just break that up and lay it on top. Just a different flair. You know, you don't have to go with the same traditional pepperoni and cheese unless that's what you really want to do. But a pizza is whatever you like. You just make it your own. Step outside the box and make it your own. So this chicken comes already seasoned, so you don't have to worry about seasoning it up. It's already seasoned. Make sure you don't get any bones or gristle. That doesn't taste very good now, does it? Okay. So be generous with the chicken. It's mostly chicken breast, which I'm very pleased with. Let's spread it on out. Be generous with it. You will find on my channel that I just take traditional recipes, whether I've made them up myself or embellished on someone else's. In most cases, I've made them myself with my own flair, with my own likes, and I just made it my own. But you will find on my channel that I'm not a traditional cook whatsoever. I'm not a professional, but I'm not a traditional cook. I like to embellish. I like to make my recipes different. Recipes that you'll well remember. And that's just me. That's just me. I march to the beat of my own drum. How about that? But I encourage you to give my recipes a try. I'm sure you will like the end result. I am most positively sure you will like the end result. All right, just a few more pieces. And we'll move on to the next step, which is some honey hot chili oil. Chili oil, which you can find in any grocery store. Hot chili oil with so I got about a quarter cup of hot chili oil, and I put like a tablespoon and a half of honey. You want to just stir that around. Just stir that around and drizzle that, some of that, onto your chicken for a honey, some slightly heat. It's not bad, but a nice little flair to a traditional chicken pizza. Use all that up. Use all that yummy goodness up. Okay. Then I'm going to add some crushed pineapple. Just drizzle some crushed pineapple over the top. I was never too keen on the addition of pineapple to a pizza, and my daughter bought home a pizza one time and it had pineapple on it, and you know, she encouraged me to try it, and now I'm a believer in pineapple on a pizza. So just drain your pineapple. You don't want any added juice on your pizza, because that will just make it soggy. And who likes a soggy pizza? I know I don't. Okay, be generous. Be generous. Okay, I think I got that pretty well covered. And last but not least, some scallion. Just really for the color, but This also adds a nice element of taste to your pizza. And just sprinkle those scallions over the top. Now I already preheated my oven to 425. You can go higher, but I like to bake my pizzas at 425, and I have a convection oven so that you can go 25 degrees less typically whenever you're baking. So with your conventional oven, you probably want to go 450. But with your convection oven, you can go 25 degrees less. And then I'm going to top this off with a little bit of cracked black pepper. Hold the line. Just a little bit of cracked black pepper. Not a lot. And off to the oven it goes. Hang tight. Okay, everybody, I'm back. As you can see, this is the finished pizza. At the last moment, within the last 10 to 15 minutes of the bake, I remembered that I forgot to add banana peppers to the pizza before I put it in the oven. So that's what you see here on top is the banana peppers. And so I forgot to mention that when you bake your pizza, whether it's 425 or 450, depending on what type of oven you have, you want to bake it for about 30 minutes. If you have a lot of toppings, you want to go an extra 5 minutes. So this is fresh out of the oven. It's super hot, but I'm going to cut a slice and show you what it looks like on the inside. Probably should let it cool off a bit, but anyway. It's a lot of cheese here. So, grab my spatula and go under and release it from the pan. Very, very carefully. Look at all that cheese. That look yummy. Absolutely yummy. And I'm just going to lay this on top. There There's the finished product. Rotisserie chicken with pineapple, scallions, and banana peppers. And don't forget, I made it with a white sauce. Okay, now it's super hot, but I'm going to cut into it and do a test taste, so hold the line. First of all, I'm going to give you a close-up of the whole pizza pie. If I can do this without burning myself. Okay. There is the pizza pie. Doesn't that look yummy? See that? Okay. Now for the taste test. Look at all that cheese. Super, super hot. You can also baste the edges of the pizza dough before you put it in the oven with a little olive oil, even some butter, or olive oil, a little bit of butter, maybe a little bit of garlic, granulated garlic seasoning, and put that in with your oil or your butter and baste it so it has a nice shiny crust when it comes out of the oven. You guys and gals, this is simply perfection. And the little drizzle of hot chili oil with honey sets it off. I encourage you to try this recipe. Leave me a comment and let me know how it turns out. Remember, pizza is whatever you like. Make it your own. And if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. With that said, bye-bye.